Hello and welcome to today's demonstration of the Silect HIPAA Compliance Management Pack. Installation of the HIPAA Management Pack is simple. Here we're looking at the Ops Manager console, and to import a management pack I simply go to the Administration workspace, select Import Management Packs. As you can see, the Silect HIPAA Compliance Pack is already installed, so that step is completed. Next, what I need to do is to go into the Authoring section, into the Groups section, and if I just do a search on Silect, I need to define the endpoints that I want to monitor with this particular management pack. So I can explicitly define, for example, some endpoints that I want to monitor with this management pack. The reason we give you this capability is to allow you to only target certain endpoints within your organization that might have HIPAA information or have HIPAA compliance requirements. After I've done that, the management pack is going to go out and discover endpoints within the organization and begin monitoring those endpoints with a set of HIPAA compliance rules. So let's go over to the monitoring workspace, and we can see we have a number of endpoints that are currently in an alert state. So let's actually go up and just take a look at the Windows endpoints. And if I drill down on, for example, this first Windows 10 client, and let's look at the Health Explorer for this particular endpoint, here we can begin to see the results of the compliance scanning using the HIPAA Compliance Management Pack from Silect. So here I'm seeing all of the safeguards that are currently not in compliance on that particular endpoint. And as I scroll through these different alerts that we're seeing, you'll see some information in our knowledge section that is information that's coming from the HIPAA specification itself related to information about what that setting represents, some examples of it, and perhaps what you need to do to bring that setting back into a compliance state. So you see we've got maybe about 20 or so safeguards that are not in compliance. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the filtering, and that way we're able to see all the different safeguards that are being monitored by the Silect HIPAA Management Pack. So here I can see the aggregate summary. So this is basically a collection of all the safeguards that are being monitored, and below it I can see all the various safeguards that are being monitored within my environment, things related to auditing, things related to event logging, encryption, password information, etc. So the Health Explorer gives us one view of the compliance state of our infrastructure. We also include a number of reports out of the box to give you some different perspectives on the HIPAA compliance state of your infrastructure. And if I just scroll down, and we'll find the Silect HIPAA Real-Time Compliance Pack, and we have a couple of different reports that we can look at. So let's just take a look at a summary report here, compliance numbers by safeguard. And so we're just using the native System Center Operations Manager reporting capabilities within this particular report. It does provide a web-based interface, so if you have consumers of this information who want to access this via the web, that certainly is an option to them. And here we can see on a safeguard by safeguard basis the compliance state, the number of endpoints that are compliant with it, the number of not compliant, and if I drill down, for example, on this very first safeguard, antivirus present, I can see that we have a system called DemoSCOM, which is not compliant, meaning it does not have an antivirus agent running on that particular endpoint. And so we have a couple of other reports as well. I can look at the compliance state by endpoint, by monitored computer. I can see that they are all in a non-compliant state, and drilling down on any one of these computers, I can see the detailed safeguards that are compliant or not compliant on each particular endpoint. So one of the other really important features of the Silect HIPAA Compliance Management Pack is the ability to remediate systems. So I'm going to go back over to my monitoring section of the Ops Manager console, and I'm just going to, for example, highlight one of these nodes. And over here on the right-hand side, you see under this task bar, you see we have a bunch of new remediation tasks that have been added to my Ops Manager environment from the HIPAA Management Pack. And these remediation tasks allow me to bring systems back into a compliant state, and they're very, very easy to run. So if, for example, I needed to run FIPS encryption, I needed to re-enable FIPS encryption, I'm able to do so on one endpoint, as in this example. The other thing I can do is I can highlight a range of systems, and I can run that same FIPS encryption remediation task against any number of systems to bring them back into a compliant state. So this really closes the loop in terms of being able to monitor, report, and remediate on safeguards that we monitor through the HIPAA Real-Time Compliance Management Pack.